Hey, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. Let me know. Listen, can you hear me? Can you hear me today? I'm testing out a new mic today, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys can hear me clearly. If you can, put a one in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me clearly on this beautiful Monday afternoon. So glad that you guys can connect with me. My name is Malene Robinson. If this is the first time that you're ever participating in any of my live streams, my name is Malene Robinson. I'm a personal mastery strategist, and I help kingdom women 10x their confidence so that they can launch their God ideas within 8 weeks using live stream. So today, I'm really going to talk about a subject that I won't say I'm passionate about, but it's a subject that God has allowed me to really perfect in some ways, and something that I realize a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people have concerns about going live. So listen, if you are one of those individuals and you get this anxiety, you get nervous while going live, let me know in the comments. Just put, what are your fear? What is your concern of going live? Because we're going to break down in this broadcast. We're going to crush that fear of using live stream and give you the tools that you need to press go. Is it go? Go live, right? To press live, so you could go live and really share your message, share the idea that God has given you to the masses. All right, so I'm going to check the comments. I want this to be very interactive. Thank you, Amelia, so you can hear me loud and clear. Very good. I want this to be very interactive today. There was an issue with me going on live in one of my platforms. So I'm actually live here in the group, Confident Kingdom Women Launching God Ideas, as well as in YouTube. So I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube family. Thank you guys for connecting with me each week. All right. So today, if you're joining us on the replay, definitely put hashtag replay so I can greet you at a later time. So today, I really, really want to get into this message of how do we, get past our own insecurities, our own concerns, our own self-conscious, critical, I call it critical ninja. Because really, that critical ninja, I just got a message, y'all. Okay. So that critical ninja could stop you from really doing what God has called you to do, right? Give me a second, guys. There's an issue right now with my my broadcast. I don't know why, but something's going on. All right. So anyways, here we go. So the first thing is this. A lot of reasons, or some of the reasons why people don't go live, or they're afraid of the live stream. And I know for me personally, the hesitation that I had with going live was, man, I don't know, is anybody going to even pay attention to what I have to say? What if I go live and nobody shows up? Like crickets. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how about me going live and I offend somebody, or I say something that is like, turns people off, So let me tell you how I get started with live stream. It was in 2019 when I was unemployed. And at the time I was like, Lord, I was seeking God. I was like, God, what's the next phase for me? What do I have to do? And in 2019, the idea of going live, it dropped in my soul, dropped in my spirit. And I said, all right, you know what? I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos about going live, the equipment I need. And I said, man, I'm going to do it. So when I started going live, what happened was I had like a black fabric that I got from, Joanne Fabrics. Went to the fabric store. I bought a black piece of fabric, and that was my backdrop. I stuck it on my wall with duct tape. Bootleg, y'all. That's right. Bootleg. I stuck it against the wall with duct tape. Nobody could see the duct tape. Nobody cares. All they saw was the black background. And the reason why I chose black was because I wanted to give it a finished professional look. And I didn't want people to see what was behind the black. I did not want people to see, what was really good, the chaos in my room. So what I'm trying to say is this: when you first get started, you got to start where you are. Don't try to get the expensive camera, the mic, and get all the different things and then get so overwhelmed with the technology that you miss the point of going live. And the reason why you're going live is because you have a message to share. So let's keep the first things first. The reason and the purpose of your live streaming is because you have something to offer. And a lot of times we get so tripped up or so concerned about, man, I wonder if anybody's going to listen to me. Or maybe I wonder if, are they going to pay attention? Or is what I have to say valuable? All these things that's going through our mind and cutting us down and really cutting down our confidence in ourselves hinder us from sharing the message that God has given us. Now, if God hasn't given you a message, if you don't have something of quality of value to share, then that's a whole different story. But at the end of the day, if you're going live stream, it's a strategy to expand your business. It's a strategy to really reach people that you could not have reached before. I've met so many people from different countries that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet if I was walking down the street. So live stream is an opportunity. It is a tool that we want to take advantage of so that we can do fully and expand our boundaries, expand our borders, and reach individuals that we could not have reached on our own. So it's an important tool. And the first thing that you have to do is you got to start where you are. We've got to silence those critics, that critical ninja. That's what I call it. That critical ninja in your head that's trying to discredit and discount you before you even get started. It's trying to discourage you. I said discount. I don't know. Maybe I need to go shopping. Listen, that's trying to discourage you from doing what God has called you to do. And so you cannot be so consumed that, oh man, I don't like to see myself on camera. Or maybe, you know what? I don't like to hear the sound of my voice. Let me be honest with you. When I first started live streaming, I can't watch the replay, like for real. I could not watch the replay because I was so critical of myself. Man, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do my hair like this. I should do my hands like this. I need to be more calm, less expressive. I shouldn't talk with my hands. Man, I'm telling you, I had so many little critiques of myself that I realized, man, you know what? If I keep being so critical of myself, I'm going to talk myself out of the blessing of connecting with others. And the reason why we're going live and the reason why we have this tool is so that we can share our wisdom, we can share our insight and give people the answers they are looking for. Because at the end of the day, people that are watching your live stream, people that are tuning in, they want to know, man, can she help me? Does she have what I need? Do I connect with her? Does what she says or what he says, does it resonate with me? Does it hit my spirit? Does it hit my soul? Is it changing me? They want to know that, but they won't know it until you show up and you press that go live, that publish button, and begin to share the message that God has put in your heart. So with that being said, I want to give you guys 5 tips that you can use today, that you can apply today to start live streaming with confidence and with authority. Not just live streaming for the sake of live streaming, but you're showing up with purpose, with confidence and authority, because you have to understand your confidence is not only just rooted on, man, I've been doing this for 12 years, or it's not just rooted on your ability and your expertise. Your confidence is the posture of your heart. And that posture is rooted in your faith, in what you believe in regards to the subject and who you are. I teach people about building their confidence because I understood that my confidence is not limited to just my ability, but it is limited and rooted in something so much more eternal. And so if you want to show up on live stream, and if you want to show up with confidence and authority, then you cannot limit yourself to just your ability, but understand that your God's ability is so much greater than your own. And so you're rooted and grounded in the eternal truth that God has called you, God has appointed you, and it is your time to do what he's called you to do. And so my confidence is rooted in that. So the very first thing, if you want to show up and live stream with confidence and authority, the very first thing you have to do is this. You have to prepare. Period. Don't just do it. Listen, and I'm not saying, go fast and pray. I'm not saying, have all your bullet points and, like how you prepare for a presentation. But what is your main thought? What are you trying to express? What are you trying to say? Prepare. All right. Put those bullet points, put those, have your notes. Okay. Have your index cards. Get ready. Prepare for what you're going to say. Why? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be rambling. You don't want to be talking just to talk. And people are like, man, can she just get to the point? I mean, for real, people are busy today. We live busy lives, right? And so if you respect people's time, and yes, you're taking the time to invest in them, tell them, be straight up, be direct to the point. Give a scenario. Yes, bring a story, understand, but bring the power and the truth that what they need. And so you want to prepare your message, prepare what you have to say. Keep it within a time frame if it's necessary. And sometimes it may go over. My friend had to just really, help me relax because I was so nervous. A lot of times when I do live streams, I still get a little anxious and I still get a little nervous, but I don't let that paralyze me. It's almost like, in this world, you're going to experience different emotions, but you don't let those emotions overtake you. Absolutely not. As believers, no, baby. Our spirit is in control, not our soul. It is our spirit. And so by the spirit, we take authority of the anxiety. We take authority over the fear. Okay. Exercise your spiritual strength so that when you show up in the strength of the Lord. Amen. So the first thing you have to do is prepare. What are you going to say? How are you going to present it? Be very clear. Clarity is powerful. As a matter of fact, clarity shows that you are not necessarily an expert, but you understand what you're saying and you're communicating in such a way that people get it. They get it. They're like, I get it. I get it, Melina. I see where you're coming from. I see what you're saying. And so you have to be clear with your message. So the first step is what you got to prepare. The second step is this: practice. Now, this is important. If you're a kind of person and you're like, man, I don't like the way I look on camera. That was me. Or you're the type of person like, man, I just don't like the way I sound. That was me too. So what I did was I began to practice. I like to sound calm. Most of the times I'm excited, right? Because that's just the kind of person I am. But when I'm calm, I'm able to really express and clearly share my heart and share my thoughts and share what I wanted to you guys to know. And so I have to practice calming, practice slowing down. It's okay. Practice hearing my voice. Practice looking at myself and being like, okay, this is how I look on camera. I'm okay with that. Okay. And just really being comfortable with, even though it's an uncomfortable situation, because you guys are seeing me and all I'm looking at right now is a webcam. So it's weird to talk to the webcam and I don't have any interaction, any human interaction. So it's weird. But at the end of the day, I know at the other side of that webcam are individuals that are listening, are individuals that are tuned in. And so I share with passion, I share from my heart, and I share with truth, authenticity, so that those that are listening, those that are hearing me, they feel what I'm releasing. And so you've got to practice. It takes time, straight up. If you guys ever, I have to post, you know what, in the group, I'm going to post some of my old videos. I was super nervous. I was talking so fast. I mean, it was kind of like a machine gun. You know how a semi-automatic, it just spits out those bullets. Brrr, like that was how fast I was talking. But because I was so nervous and because I was just like, man, I just want to get it over with. And so I realized what I had to say was important, but the message wasn't coming across clearly because I was allowing my emotions to take over. And so I had to train myself. And this is where practice comes in. You got to train yourself to speak clearly. You have to train yourself to speak, calmly so that others can understand. And don't be afraid. Listen, this is a growing process. You have to enjoy the process and not be so caught up in the outcome. A lot of times when you first start, you have to almost divorce yourself from the outcome and be like, well, nobody showed up today. Oh my gosh. Every time I go live, nobody shows up. You can't have a temper tantrum. And let me tell you why. Because those times when nobody showed up at my live, those were times where I was perfecting how to communicate. And so don't worry about people not showing up. Understand this: the right people will hear it at the right time. All you got to do is your part. You've got to show up. Why? Because the Bible says that some water, some plant, but God brings the increase. And so the increase will come as the Lord breathes on your broadcast. We've got to trust God, even though there is marketing strategies, even though there's tactics and timings, and there's a system behind this. Understand this: we are answering and walking under a supernatural power of Christ. We are in the kingdom. And so God can shake everything and move things on our behalf. We just got to keep walking and keep doing what he wants us to do. You don't know which video will go viral. You don't know which message is really going to go viral. You just don't know. And that's why you can't continue to create. You continue to produce. Why? Because God is the one that brings the increase. So just as we're using natural principles and we're doing what we're supposed to be, understand this: the Lord is the one that breathes on our projects, and he is the one that promotes us. Promotion does not come from the left and the right, nor the south, the east, the west. Promotion comes from the Lord. And so he's the biggest promoter. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? Does anybody get where I'm coming from? Anybody? I just want you to understand that we're using not just natural principles, but we're using spiritual principles as well. If we're to be effective in the earth, we've got to use all the tools in our toolkit so that we can do what God has called us to do. So the first thing is prepare. The second thing is to practice. The third thing is pace yourself. And I kind of alluded to that before. Learn how to pace yourself. Learn how to intonate. Learn how to, express. Really get to know how you flow. Super important, because once you understand how you flow and you understand, how you can pace yourself, then you become an effective communicator on live stream. Yeah. And then people can really gravitate to what you have to say. And every time you show up, they want to connect because they really want to know, man, I got to listen to that chick. She knows what she's talking about. I got to listen to that sister. I don't know, man, but there's something about her that really resonates. It really connects. It hits. When she says it, it hits differently, right? And so learn how to pace yourself. Learn how to, really share your ideas in a way that's unique to you. Listen, there could be 10 people talking about the same thing you're talking about. But the reason why some people connect with you is because you are bringing it in your own flavor, in your own style, in your own secret sauce that they connect with. And they will choose you over others because there is something that resonates with you. And so God has all given us unique things. We can all be sharing the same message, but there's a unique way you present it that the world needs to hear. Embrace that uniqueness about yourself. All right. The fourth thing is this: I love to engage. I always love to connect with people in the comments. And that's the reason why we go live. Straight up. It's the comments. As a matter of fact, do me a favor, everyone that's on live, put your city and state. Let me know where you're watching from. Why? Because it gives me an idea of my reach. There was one time I met someone from Japan in the comments, right? I met people from Senegal in the comments. There was a lady from Eustatius. I think this is the name. It's a Dutch country, a Dutch island. Never heard that place before. met them in the comments. So the comments is where it's at. That's where, see, I thank you for that comment. The comment said you look great on camera. Thank you. All right. I acknowledge your comment. I acknowledge your compliment and I embrace it. Thank you so much. All right. And so connecting with people in the comments is super important because you engage, you bring them into the conversation. Let me know, guys. Okay. I have a question for you. Tell me right now in the comments. I see you, Miami, Florida. Thanks for dropping in. Miami is in the house. In the comments, let me know, what is your greatest fear? What is your greatest fear that keeps you from going live? That haunts you pretty much from going live, right? What stops you from doing these live streams? What is it that hinders you from doing lives? Let me know in the comments, because let's talk about it. The reason why we're here is because we want to talk about how can we get better? How can we really share our message with the masses? We don't want to be left behind. Look how fast technology is changing. Look, we have TikTok, we have social, we have so many different platforms. Don't let it be saturated with the things of this world. We must too make our place. God said to occupy until he comes. There is a dimension, there is a domain for you and we've got to occupy. All right. So let me know in the comments, what is your greatest concern in going live so that we can discuss it. All right. So that is the third thing. The fourth thing, of course, is engaging with your audience. And the fifth and last thing is the technology. A lot of people, you start with the technology. Man, I got to get webcam. I got to get the bright lights. I got to have the microphone. I just added a microphone today. I've been doing live streaming for years, but this is the first time I'm testing out a microphone because I wanted better audio. And so here I am, little by little, I improve. Little by little, I grow. Little by little, I add on. The reason being is because I don't want anything to take away from the message. The message is what's most important in our live stream. Connecting with the audience is what's most important. So you want to keep your technology simple so that you're able to maneuver. If you're not a tech savvy person, then you got to keep it as simple as possible. So that way you can focus on the message. You can focus on people really connecting with what you have to say. So today on Mash It Up Mondays, because I love my Mash It Up Mondays, this is where we deal with the mindsets. Do not allow fear to stop you and hinder you from launching forward using live stream. Don't let it stop you. This is the time where you have to go live and you have to share what you have to offer to the world. The world is waiting on you to go live. All right. And so take these points, these 5 points that I'm sharing with you, take them, marinate over them, mull over them, really, really get them into your heart and just practice, practice, practice. The power is in the simplicity. So keep it simple. Keep it short if you must. Keep it simple and talk like you're talking to your friend. Seriously. Okay? Don't talk like you're talking to a stranger. Talk as if you're talking to a friend. I visualize when I'm sitting here and I'm doing live stream, I'm talking to somebody at the coffee table. I'm in Starbucks and we're just having a conversation. And the reason why it comes across as conversational is because at the end of the day, I'm having a conversation. Right now, you and I, we're having a conversation. And that's how you think about your live streams. Don't think about it as, oh, I'm on this platform, because then it can be overwhelming. Do what you must to make it comfortable for you. And when you do that, it becomes comfortable. You're in control. You are in control of the mic. You're in control of the camera. You're in control of the lights. No matter what happens, even if the power, listen, there are so many times I was on a live stream and the power went out. The internet was down. My stream went down and people were like, man, what happened? I would come right back on and be like, y'all, I live in Florida. I have no authority. I have no power over, electrical surges. So here we are. Make fun of it and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, that's what people want. They want to see the realness of who you are. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Listen, we're going to be doing a 5-day challenge coming up soon. I'm going to give you more information. And in the month of September, I am launching Exceptional Mornings with Malene, a time of devotional, a time where we can get into the word and really jumpstart our day. But for now, if you want to learn more about live streaming with confidence and authority, be a part of my 8-week signature course, Designed to Dominate, where I teach you how to build unbreakable confidence. And I teach you who you are in God so that you can show up powerfully in your business. You can show up to launch the God ideas that God has given you. Now is the time, sisters. Now is the time. So if you are ready to take your life to the next level, do me a favor, put me in the comments and I will reach out to you personally so that we can connect and see if this is a good fit for you. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. And I hope this helped. If you have any questions, put your questions in the comments so that I can answer them. And I might just do a live to answer the questions as well. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful that you are here. Be blessed. And I will talk with you soon. Bye for now.